Hello, welcome to Artists Collective Spartanburg. I'm Beth Regula. I'm the chair of the management board here. I'm standing in the middle of our second annual juried competition. I would like to personally thank everyone who entered, and especially congratulations to those who were accepted. Today the work is hung. Our jurors are here to pick out the winners. And without further ado, I want to introduce you to Alice Sabril and Connie Bostic, our jurors for this show.
I'd like to begin by saying that we really appreciate the confidence that this organization has shown in allowing us to do this. Jurying without being able to see the work is really, really difficult because there are certain things that you miss when you're looking at a picture of something instead of standing in front of it. So it's quite a challenge to do it that way. We were very impressed, I think, with the variety of work that was in the exhibition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the different approaches that artists take towards their work, some of it very personal, others more about beauty and appreciation of the environment or of whatever the subject matter may be. But just really was a lot of variety and a lot of strength in these different choices that people made, the artists made.
And interestingly enough, I'm sure that had Alice juried the show alone, there'd be some things that would be different. If I had juried it alone, there'd be things that would be different. So we had to compromise. It's never been my favorite thing to do, but we managed.
We've known each other for a long time, and we can agree to disagree and collaborate pretty successfully. It's been a lot of fun.
Okay, this is a merit award piece. It was done by Mary Hannah Willingham, and it's called Forever on Call. It's a piece it has a lot of humor. I really like the concept of the fact that it's looking back, but not in a nostalgic way. I mean, the telephone used to be nailed to the wall in the kitchen, therefore the kitchen cabinet door. But then that shoe is very reminiscent of the time when that was happening, because there was a time when we wore shoes like that, and of course some people still do, but somehow or another it's not quite the same. But we thought this was an innovative and very creative piece.
This piece wins a merit award. It's called The Essential Worker, and it's by Tamia Henderson. And we really like the boldness of the piece, the statement of the piece, and particularly the cotton bowls. It really certainly makes me think a lot about who is an essential worker, why are they an essential worker, and are they understood, and do they receive appropriate compensation for being an essential worker. This piece receives a merit award. It's called Twisted Barrels Tested by Fire. It's by Wendy Converse. And we really love the shape. The palette is just beautiful, and it really, the title, Twisted Barrels Tested by Fire, is very thought-provoking. So it's this mix of something beautiful, but that is perhaps, there's a history to its creation that is not immediately apparent.
This is another merit award. This piece is called Colorless Rain, and it's done by Aldo Mazzarelli. There's a wistfulness in her face that's really quite lovely, and there's a mysticism about the piece. The little bits of gold in the raindrops add a little bit of texture that you might not find otherwise, but the draftsmanship is impeccable. It's really quite lovely.
This is another Merit Award winner. It's an untitled painting by Lynn Tanner. We really responded to it. It's one of the few purely abstract paintings in the show, and we both really love it. There's this nice kind of punch of the red dots, the repetition of this strong red dots, and the rest of the palette is very lovely and complementary, and we really think it's a strong painting. This is our third place winning painting. It wins the Artists Collective Spartanburg Award. The painting is called Dining Room by Bennett Stowe. We really love the distorted perspective on this, and the intense colors, and the sort of disorienting effect that you get as a viewer as you're trying to make your way through the space in the painting. I'm particularly fond of the chandelier and this sort of wide angle perspective. It's very engulfing.
This is a second place award. It's an award given by the Friends of Artists Collective in Spartanburg. It's called Ignorance Was Bliss. It's a very political piece, but it's not in your face. It's very subtle, but it certainly makes its point. It's really immaculately done. Technically, I can't think of anything to criticize about this piece, and it has a very strong and clear message. Okay, the artist is Seth Shelding. First place, the Wendy Mayrose Memorial Award goes to Gregory Wilkin. I had a famous landscape artist tell me once that the way to tell if a landscape was good would be if you could just sort of know how the air in that place would feel on your skin. And this certainly meets that criteria. It's clearly very hot and muggy, and it's just a beautifully, beautifully done piece. The color palette's extraordinary, and it too has a nice message. We really, really enjoyed this piece.